Welcome to week 2. The Chicago Bears, who lost in the Super Bowl against the Green Bay Packers, and Morgan Burnett has a knee cartilage tear and is out 5 weeks. So his backup will be replacing him, and I'm pretty sure that is Quinton Rollins. Jay Cutler is out for 6 weeks, but I don't think that matters since he's not the starting quarterback. And Carlos Williams Sr. is out for 6 weeks, and I don't think that matters either because I don't think he's the starter either. But let's take a look at the depth chart. And first we're going to look at Green Bay's strong safety depth chart, since I did not notice that was the case. Put him into the third spot. There you go. Quentin Rollins getting a chance to start. Chris Banjo's backing him up, and then Tyron Quinn is the third. Let's go look at the Bears roster. There's Paul Akers, 87 overall. His backup is not so good. Yes, there we go. Trenton Togwa. We could not stop him in the other game. Wide receivers, Alshon Jeffrey is still in it. And there's three. Hey, there's their 2 draft picks. Jared Cook is still on the team. Offensive line is still very weak. But, oh yes, Michael Bennett is now on the team. Who was over there before? I wonder if that was like Mel McPhee or something. No. Michael Bennett, yay. Yeah, they're still quite the defense. Look at, they got a new right outside linebacker. Cornerbacks are a little... And this is going to be quite the team. Quite the team to play against. Alright, let's watch the first part of it in slow motion. Slow motion. Yes, slow motion. And there's our punter kicking off. Short punt. Short kick. Dang it. He doesn't do a good job. I'll put Mason Crosby back in. And the teleporting referee, Paul Akers, did really well last year. 1 touchdown so far. 75.7% completion rating. Number 98 on our team is our good defensive player. Ooh, look at that big run off the middle. 9 yards on the first down. Yeah, this series, I wanted to do 30 years. I think it's going to be a rebuild. Like, it just feels like it's going that way. Packers defense is just got a bunch of average players on it. There's no superstars. Unless you draft one, which they've been drafting so late. It's hard to get a superstar. And they had some salary cap issues. There we go. Is that Jake Ryan? Jake Ryan finally getting a start like he does in real life. Ooh, they brought a big blitz. All 3 linebackers and the safety. Yeesh, that was an all-out blitz. Good thing you didn't get rid of it, because man. Second down and 19. It's back to pass. Ooh, had an opening, but Deontay Jones was heading at him. Couldn't get there. Kyle Long, yeah, see, now he's a right guard. He was a center last year. They moved him. That's really impressive. I like how Madden, the computer has been able to. Oh, he's got all day, and he slides. Short up, bring a shorter. 4th and 5. Yay! Hey, Packers stopped him. 3 and out. Nice job. Maybe it wasn't a 3 and out, but he's gonna take a run for it. Damaris Randall has 90 speed, but he struggles with the faster wide receivers. Be nice to draft a fix for that position. And then you saw my gaffe with cutting our 2nd round player. Well, I re-signed him to a 1-year deal, so I think I'll put him on the list of free agent signings that I have to do because that was a mistake. Or I might just let him go and say that we really blew our 2nd round pick, which is what really happened. Nothing going on that offensive line. It's a good pass blocking team. Their run blocking isn't very strong. The other change, I'm going to spend experience instead of doing it every 4 weeks for myself or whatever. I'm going to wait till whoever is in the row gets 5,000 experience, and then I'm going to take a look at the row and fill in the experience then. That way you can get some of this higher stuff and stop dropping the lower stuff. Nice, Jordy Nelson around the corner there. Ooh, got some separation. That's pretty impressive. His speed is not so great anymore. He's definitely showing his age. And he might be traded this year before the trade deadline to get something for him. Gotta get rid of the ball. He did, just in time. Oh, but he overthrew Devontae Adams. Just barely got the ball off. Michael Bennett. It's a very good linebacking core. And 3 out of 4 on the decent on the safety part too. And they were in the Super Bowl last year. They went from being the 2nd pick overall, picked a quarterback, to making it to the Super Bowl with some good whatever. Oh, come on, you gotta flatten that guy. That was terrible. Impact blocking, terrible impact blocking there. A 3rd and 13. Good luck, Aaron. The dump off. There's no way. The big man's not going to make it, so they're going to punt. We're going to go and skip it to the faster. Chicago 31, Green Bay 24. Aaron Rodgers started off slow. The defense just can't stop anyone. It's just not looking like a good season. I don't know what to do. Time for a reset, maybe. Who knows? I guess it's only 2 games, but it's a tough 2 games. All right. Have a good night. Look at the highlights. Packers just not getting it done. Here is our signings that we'll have to consider. Randall Cobb, Jordy Nelson, Quentin Rollins, Damaris Randall, Ty Montgomery, Jake Ryan, Joe Calhoun, and Dean Lowry. I can guarantee these last 3 are not going to get re-signed. I can put the money best elsewhere. I'm not sure about him. He hasn't really done much. Damaris Randall, and his 90 speed. I mean, he's going to be forever that number 2 corner. Number 3, Quentin Rollins. It's not a bad contract. He doesn't really want much money. Jordy Nelson. I don't know if he even makes it through the year. especially with the Packers being 0-2. And Randall Cobb, I think I'm going to do that. But that is for a different time, because now I'm going to take a break. And I'm sure this is going to look terrible, but the 49ers, who got Clay Matthews, are 0-5. The Packers, who are 2-3, defeated them. Let us take a look real quick here at. Oh, my microphone is really far away. Hold on a second. Lots of noise. Bang, bang, boom, boom. Aaron Rodgers struggled. 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, rushing the ball. Eddie Lacy actually had a good game. Carlos Hyde had a better game. Receiving, Devontae Adams, Jordy Nelson, Randall Cobb, the tight end. I thought it would just be doing better. I don't know. Defensively, Nick Perry, 2 sacks, 1 interception for Damaris Randall. Oop, hold on a second. And it would appear that Clay Matthews did not play at all in the game, even though they traded for him. I think, right? Is that right? Is it Clay Matthews that I traded? Because I didn't want to trade him to the Bears. So let me take a look here at my sheet. My know-it-all be-all sheet of trades. Clay Matthews. No, it doesn't say. I thought it was the Bears. I'll have to take a look. Anyways, so the Packers won. They are 2-3 now, so woohoo! They're making the comeback. They're gonna finish the season 13-3 and win the Super Bowl. So hopefully, because I don't know how many Aaron Rodgers seasons there are left. He's a 95 overall. He's dropped 2 points each time. So when will it not be worth it to re-sign him? I don't know. Let's take a look at the 49ers real quick here. Clay Matthews. Yep. So he's playing what? Middle linebacker. Behind Navarro Bowman. Does it say how many? No, I bet you it won't say how many. Doesn't say how many snaps he took. I don't think I can look that up. Oh, maybe I can actually. See, I think I have an idea how to do that. Back to middle linebacker. Clay Matthews. Stats, contracts. Season stats. Oh! Whoa. Wow, what just happened there? Well, yep, so Madden crashed. That was cool. There's Clay Matthews' stats. He's got 3 tackles. Looks like for the year. So, yep, we traded him to the 49ers and they put him on the bench. Because he's a middle linebacker and Navarro Bowman is better. Alright. Have a good day. Bye. One new injury to report, and it's not good. It is our first round pick, Avon Conrad. He was drafted, let's see. He was our first pick in this year's draft. So that's unfortunate. He's going to be missing 8 weeks of the season. It looks like it's not great in the first place. So in his place will be last year's third round pick, Adrian Adrian. I think this Adrian Bynum, who did really well last year. So his defense has got a bunch of C's in it. His offense, I'm not so worried about the fullback. So it's something. It is something. Let's see, what do we got next? We won. Yay. Advance to the bye week. Not going to lose the bye week, so that's good. Saving another movie, so I'm using high CPU usage. Considers turning down settings. I have no idea what it's showing on the board right now, but Clinton Rollins can come back. We'll just keep another week of Chris Banjo. Oh, there's a trade offer for Sam Barrington. A fourth and a sixth, a third, a fifth and a seventh, a fifth and a seventh, a fourth and a seventh, a fifth and a fifth, fourth, fifth and a seventh, fifth and a fifth, a fifth, a fifth, a second, and a sixth. Well, a second. That's amazing. I'll have to think about that one really carefully. Not really, though, because I pretty much know that I just have to take a look at my defensive stats here, and Sam Barrington is not even the starter. I mean, he's a backup, and they want to give me a second-round pick for him? Man. That's a tough one. I think we're going to do it. And then I think we're going to put Jordy Nelson on the trade block, too, which is really going to limit our offense to an 85, 81, and a 73. Not necessarily tanking this season. We're just expanding our draft capital. So, all right, guys. I think we're going to take a look at those ideas and see what we think and make some management decisions. Goodbye. Hello, guys. Last time we left off, there was an injury, and Sam Barrington got a trade offer. I got a trade offer in Sam Barrington. The video kind of messed up, so it was a little just stopped. Didn't update the screen at all. So right now, the Packers are 4-3 after a terrible start. They have managed to climb a little bit in the standings. I'm trying to pull up their record, which looks like I went the wrong way. So let's take a look at the team schedule here real quick. We start off with 2 losses and beat the Dolphins, lost to the Vikings. So the Patriots, Bears, beat the 49ers, beat the Cardinals, and beat the Jets. So we're on a 3-game win streak. So that's pretty good. The Jets, get some notes here. Can we look at the Jets player stats for that game? Brett Hundley is the quarterback in the Jets, one of the backups, but he's hurt. And then tight end wise, Richard Rodgers had a very good game. So a couple of players the Packers let go. We did take the Sam Barrington trade. I got a 2020 second round and a 2020 sixth round for him. And since he was the backup, and he has, he had 77 speed. It's just, to me, that's too low for a linebacker. I mean, right now we're rocking 85 speed, 84 speed, and 82 speed. So 77 for the coverage linebackers and the 3-4. Sam Barrington I just don't know about that, And Kyle Frackle has 82 speed, so he's just faster, I mean, coverage skills or whatever. I'm not taking that in consideration, but then we just have this very average defense right now, with the loss of, Clay Matthews, which we had to trade because we had no salary cap. It was kind of like what the Saints had to do with Jimmy Graham, was just trade him away. So that's unfortunate. But you know what? I think after the season's over, I think I will see if Clay Matthews is a free agent and try to sign him back. And let's take a look at... Oh, okay, I remember. Offense. So, Jordy Nelson was a free agent at the end of the year. He was a 92 years ago. He's an 85, so regression is setting in tremendously on him. I moved him to the slot wide receiver spot. He's still, got 90 catch and all that stuff, so he's very solid. He just can't get separation anymore. And I was really tempted to trade him, and I put him up for the draft, or on the trade block, and I got a couple of offers. I think a couple third rounds in the 2020 draft, so I wasn't really impressed with that trade. And then I kind of realized that I want Jordy Nelson to retire as a Packer. So I signed him to a 3-year, $27 million deal. Woof! But I'm hoping he kind of retires soon, and, you just retire a Packer. And spent his whole kind of, because in the real life, the Packers really did him wrong by offering him a league minimum contract. I mean, that's just not good. So we're just going to hang out with Jordy Nelson. And then on trade deadline day, I also looked through the pile of trades. And normally there's normal players in the 70s, not really that great. But then I stumbled upon the Bucs trading away this guy right here. And I was like, wow. A quick development linebacker in his second year is pretty amazing. So I had to do it. The computer put him up for trade. So to me, that's a legitimate. I didn't go for him. He was the only good player on the whole trade block, because I looked through every position, and I traded it for him, and I had to give up. I gave up our second round cornerback that we picked, Daquan George, who I cut at the beginning of the season because I didn't realize he was our second round pick. And then I signed him back because oh, wow, that was stupid. And I traded him. He was a 66 cornerback overall. He's just not very good. And he not even a developmental, because he, didn't have like 90 speed. And let's just take a quick look at him. So we'll go to the Bucs roster real quick here. All right. He's their, let's see, 5th cornerback. So he's not even on dime level, but I mean, 80 man, 78 zone. I guess if you bring up his plate recognition, he should turn out all right. He's already at 68. He was at 66 when I traded him. So they've I don't know. Maybe just gaining experience, but yeah, 3 downs played. 1 game played. Yeah. And then, because I traded for a running back, I needed to make room for a running back. So my project player that I signed in the first season, Dre Archer, has been traded. He's 27. He's going to be 28. Regression's going to kick in. He was a slow build. When I drafted him, he was like a 57, or when I signed him, he was a 57. Now he's a 61. So he's gone up 4 points in almost 3 years. Let's take a look at what he did for us. So he was out of football in 15. So 16, he ran for 45 yards, and then last year 65 yards, or this year, I mean. So there's no season stats. So there you go. I mean, it was a slow running back, but he's their 3rd. And then finally, I traded a 2020 4th round pick. So that's what I gave up to pick up this guy. And with Eddie Lacy hitting regression, I think this is going to be Eddie Lacy's last starter year, and then he's going to move to the James Starks role. And Dylan Smallwood is going to be our starting running back because he's just better after I fix a couple of issues with him, put some experience into him. It won't take long for him to surpass Eddie Lacy, I think. So that was the major things there. Brett Hundley and Richard Rodgers are on the Jets, and we've managed to move to third place in the division. It's we're gonna go and try our best here and move forward. So now here's our remaining signings: Jake Ryan, Joe Calhoun, and Dean Lowry. These two I can guarantee that I have no interest in bringing back. He just doesn't bring anything to the table. He's just a backup quarterback. And with 84 speed, this is a tough one. I'm gonna think about this one because right now, currently, he is. Let's see. He is our starting right outside linebacker, but his backup is rated the same. It's a hard say, you know. I gotta take a look at it. But if we're gonna bring him back for another round, so let's look at his skills here. It's man coverage, zone coverage is 70, man is 54. Let's look at Kyle Frackle. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. Thank you for watching. Leave, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. And just keep going along, plugging along. We want to do 30 years, so, and I'm behind in my postings, but thank you for your time. Bye.